And this map is what we'll be using in our newscast. These are some words that describe our style and tone, like satirical, humorous, and satire. Hope you enjoy.
Welcome to News Miscellaneous with Stantilaneous. For the stupid people out there who don't regularly watch our show, I am Stantilaneous. As you may know, the leader of Rome has been murdered today in the Capitol building. After the murder of Caesar, the people of Rome divided into two parties. These two parties are headed by Brutus and Antony. Our team of experts have made these two graphics summarizing the arguments of Brutus and Antony and the people they represent. Brutus and his conspirators believe they are heroes amongst men and have saved Rome from tyranny by killing the leader they hated so much in Caesar. Antony believes that Brutus and his conspirators are nothing but traitors. Today we will figure out who's right. The question we are left to answer today is, was the murder of Caesar justifiable? If it was, these men who were brave enough to overtake this man should lead us into a great and bright future. If it was not justifiable, what revenge is necessary, and who should head the party that carries it out? That is the question we will answer today. Now let's cut to a special section, which I like to call On the Case, with Mr. Phil McGroin.
Any dear friend of Caesar's, to him I say that Brutus' love to Caesar was no less than his. If then that friend demand why Brutus rose against Caesar, this is my answer. Not that I loved Caesar less, but that I loved Rome more.
My name is Phil McGroin, coming to you live from Rome. First with us today is Brutus, one of the election candidates. Tell us, Brutus, what leadership qualities do you possess?
Well, Phil, my experiences as a senator and high member of society have prepared me for this position. The people know I'm honorable and I put the people before myself.
What were your motives behind killing Caesar?
Well, Caesar was simply too ambitious. And we all know that this is not a good quality for a leader. His thirst for power drove him to selfish blindness, and I couldn't sit back and watch Rome fall apart.
As evident in your previous comments, you harbor great love and dedication to the people of Rome.
I strive to prevent widespread oppression and slavery for the population of Rome. The well-being of the Roman people is my first priority.
Thank you for coming and speaking with us today. We wish you the best of luck in your upcoming election.
It is my honor. Thank you.
Back to you, Stantilaneous.
Thank you for that interview, Mr. McGroin. It was very insightful. While you were speaking, our experts drew up another graphic representing Brutus. Now, Mr. Brutus, I am confused because when I look at this beautiful graphic, I see a lot of words. True Roman, calculating, manipulative. I can see these, but I also see patriotic, proud, honorable, gullible. I see that for sure. Idealistic. But I'm still confused, Mr. Brutus. And I think me and the people of Rome all have a question we didn't hear answered that we would all like to hear the answer to. Why would you kill Caesar if he truly was your friend? Why would you murder someone you say you loved before talking it out? Did he not mean more than that to you? I think Mr. Brutus is lying. If Mr. Brutus really loved Rome and really loved Caesar, he would have tried to fix the problem without violence. This man killed our great leader for no reason we can comprehend. The only reason I can think of is power. What position does this put him in? When a murder occurs, you always have to think of motive. Brutus has murdered our leader, and he is now in a position to take the power that leader held. What does this say about his motives? I don't think it says anything good. And I don't think he loves Caesar. I don't stab my best friend when I'm mad at him. I never stab my groin when he makes me angry. Okay? That's just silly. I don't think we can be confident in anybody that does the things he has done. Brutus is not fit to lead Rome. Brutus is not fit to lead anyone, and he deserves to be treated as a traitor by the people of Rome.
Seated on the Lupercal, thrice presented him a kingly crown, which he did thrice refuse. Was this ambition? Yet Brutus says he was ambitious, and sure he is an honorable man. I speak not to disprove what Brutus spoke, but here I am to speak what I do know. You all did love him once, not without cause. What cause withholds you then to mourn for him?
Thank you, Stantilaneous. Now I'm here with Antony, the opposing candidate of Brutus. So, Antony, why do you think you should be our next leader?
Well, as you know, Caesar was my best friend. And Brutus, he killed him. And he was a very great ruler, one of a kind ruler. A backstabbing, friend-killing murderer is their leader? You know what, Mr. Phil McGroin, I don't think so. I think that even though I don't have as many good leadership qualities as Brutus, I can lead Rome far better than the conniving Brutus.
So, Mr. Antony, what is your plan if you win the election?
First of all, Mr. McGroin, I'm going to win the election. There's no if to it. And first, my entire purpose of running is to avenge my best friend, my dead best friend, Caesar's death. I plan on carrying out all of his legacy and bringing Rome back up to the top.
So inspiration. Thank you for speaking up with us today. We wish you the best of luck.
I miss you, Caesar.
Back to you, Stantilaneous.
Thank you again, Phil, for that interview. Now, we have another graphic created by our team of experts that sort of sums up Mark Antony's personality. I see cunning, faithful, honorable, selfish, astounding. I don't know if I even agree with this. From what I saw, Mark Antony seems weak and manipulative. I don't think we need Mark Antony leading Rome. Mark Antony came out and used his friend as a prop. He used his friend as a prop to get what he wanted from the people, and he cried doing it. Mark Antony is weak, and Mark Antony is dishonest, and if we elect him as leader, Rome will burn in a matter of years. If we elect this man, we put a weak man at the head of Rome, and if we put a weak man at the head of Rome, all of Rome becomes weak. Rome was built on a strong foundation, and we cannot allow it to crumble by his tears and his manipulativeness. Just look at this. Look at this. We cannot let our great nation fall to pieces because of our sympathy for fake tears.
Okay, Brutus, how do you feel about Antony's response?
Yeah.
Well, Antony may find my actions untrustworthy,
Oh, really?
but I did what was best for Rome.
No, you did not.
Rome was in need of a better leader, and so I took action and solved that problem.
Just by just
It
killing
doesn't-
your best
it
friend?
does not
Killing
mean-
your best friend?
Oh, hey, it does not mean that I didn't love Caesar. It just means that I loved Rome more.
Well, that's a good one. But you're still wrong. Backstabbing, lying turd.
That didn't it.
Okay. So, who will our next leader be? A murderer
member of a broadcast team, I am ashamed to bring you these two candidates for an election. We have a lying murderer or a weak manipulator as a choice for who we want to take us into our future. It's not a fair system. We need a strong, honest, and powerful man to truly take us to where we need to be as a nation. If we allow these men to destroy us, we are no better than they are. As members of a democratic country, it is our duty to seek the best for our nation. And if we do not fulfill that duty, we ourselves are just as bad as these two men. We cannot allow our country to fall into chaos because of petty conflict and the thirst for power. On election day, all this comes down to is the people of Rome choosing the shinier of the two turds. There are no good options. We have a responsibility to seek the best from what we are given.
Scan this QR code to go vote for who you think should be leader.